Are you building the life you truly want or just following what everyone else expects? Should you live in a big city or a small town? Buy a house or keep renting? Chase wealth or focus on freedom in the next 9 minutes? We'll break down 7 of the biggest lifestyle and money debates to help you figure out what actually fits your goals, values, and budget, because success looks different for everyone. Everybody wants city life until they actually live there. Big cities look exciting, tall buildings, fast lifestyle, endless opportunities. But there's another side nobody talks about. Cities give you better jobs, better nightlife, more things to do. You feel like something is always happening, but the trade-off: traffic, noise, stress, and ridiculously expensive rent. Sometimes people in big cities feel more lonely despite being surrounded by millions. Small towns are slower, less chaos, less pressure. People actually know each other. Life feels calmer, but some people also feel stuck there. Less opportunity, less excitement, less growth. The funny thing is, people in cities dream about peace, people in small towns dream about opportunity. Everyone wants what they don't have. One gives you freedom, the other gives you peace. So, which one would you choose? For years, people said buying a house was always the smarter choice. But is that still true? Owning a home sounds like the dream, but renting gives you something many homeowners lose: freedom. So hitch option actually makes more sense today. Homeowners build equity over time, renters don't. But buying a house comes with hidden costs: property taxes, maintenance, repairs, insurance. Renting is usually more predictable. Need to move for a new job? Renting makes life easier. Homeowners can't just pack up and leave. Selling a house takes time and money. Homeownership gives you control. No landlord, no unexpected rent increases, no worrying about lease renewals. For many people, that peace of mind is priceless. Buying isn't always an investment, and renting isn't always throwing money away. The best choice depends on your goals, income, and lifestyle. Want stability and long-term ownership? Buy. Want flexibility and fewer responsibilities? Rent. Which side are you on? Do you work to enjoy life, or is your work your life? Some people clock out at 5 p.m. and never think about work again. Others happily spend nights and weekends chasing bigger goals. So who's doing it right? Let's find out. For some people, work is just a paycheck. For others, work gives them purpose. Neither approach is wrong, but they lead to very different lives. People who work to live protect their personal time, family, friends, hobbies, travel. Work is important, but it doesn't come first. People who live to work often sacrifice those things. Long hours become normal. Weekends become work days. For work-life balance, work to live wins. Living to work can accelerate success. More hours, more experience, more opportunities. Many entrepreneurs, athletes, and top executives follow this mindset, but it comes with a cost: burnout, stress, and sometimes regret. For career advancement, live to work wins. Here's where things get complicated. Some people genuinely love their work. Their job gives them energy, meaning, identity. Others see work as a tool to support the life they want outside the office. Neither side is wrong. Happiness depends on what fulfills you. People who work to live often have stronger boundaries. People who live to work often build bigger careers. The challenge is finding balance before one part of life takes over everything else, because success means different things to different people. Here's what most people get wrong. This isn't about choosing work or life. It's about priorities. The goal isn't to escape work, and it isn't to worship it. The goal is to build a life you don't regret. Want more freedom, balance, and time for yourself. Work to live. Want purpose, ambition, and career growth. Live to work. So be honest, which side are you on? Poor people and rich people often think completely differently. And no, it's not just about money. It's about mindset. A lot of poor people trade time for money. Rich people try to build systems that make money without their time. That's a huge difference. Poor people usually avoid risk because failure can destroy them financially. Rich people can take more risks because they have safety nets. That changes how both sides make. Poor people often buy things to feel successful. Rich people often buy things that make them more money. Not always, but very often. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Some rich people were lucky. Some poor people work harder than everyone else. Life isn't always fair. Money changes choices, but mindset changes direction. So what do you think matters more? Imagine you could only use one payment method for the rest of your life: cash or a credit card. Which one are you choosing? Most people think the answer is obvious, but it depends on how you manage money. Let's find out. Both help you buy the things you need, but they change the way you spend. And sometimes that can change your financial future. Credit cards win this round easily. Tap, swipe, done, no counting bills. No searching for exact change. You can shop online, book flights, pay for subscriptions. Cash can't do that for convenience. Credit cards win. Here's where cash fights back. Handing over physical money feels real, you see. It leaves your wallet. That pain helps many people spend less. Credit cards create distance. You buy now, pay later, and that's exactly why overspending happens. For budgeting and self-control, cash wins. Cash gives you exactly what you spend, nothing more. Credit cards can offer cashback, travel points, purchase protection, fraud protection. Used responsibly, those benefits add up quickly. For perks and security, credit cards win. Lose cash, it's usually gone forever. Lose a credit card, you can freeze it, dispute charges, and often get your money back. But credit cards come with one big danger: interest. If you carry a balance, small purchases can become expensive very quickly. Here's what most people get wrong: this isn't about cash versus credit cards. It's about behavior. A credit card in the hands of a disciplined person is a powerful tool. In the hands of an impulsive spender, it's a trap. Want simplicity and better spending control? Choose cash. Want convenience, rewards, and extra protection? Choose a credit card. So be honest, cash or credit card, which side are you on? What's better, doing fewer things really well or doing more things consistently? Quality versus quantity. It's a debate that affects almost everything: work, content creation, friendships, even fitness. So which one actually wins? Let's find out. We've all heard the phrase, quality over quantity. Sounds great. But here's the problem: without quantity, it's hard to create quality, and without quality, quantity becomes meaningless. Want to get better at something? You need repetition. Writers write, athletes train, musicians practice. The more you do something, the better you become. Quantity creates experience. For skill development, quantity wins, but doing something 1,000 times doesn't guarantee success. One great idea can outperform 100 average ones. One amazing video can beat dozens of forgettable uploads. People remember quality, not volume. For lasting impact, quality wins. Creating high-quality work takes time, research, practice, editing, improvement. Focusing only on quality can slow you down. Focusing only on quantity can lead to burnout. Finding the right balance matters. Look at successful creators and businesses. Most started with quantity. They experimented, made mistakes, learned what worked. Then they focused on quality because quantity creates opportunities. Quality creates loyalty. Here's what most people get wrong: this isn't quality versus quantity. Quantity helps you discover what works. Quality helps you stand out. The secret is using quantity to build quality. What's actually more expensive, cooking every meal at home or eating out all the time? The answer might surprise you. One option saves money, the other saves time. And most people are constantly trying to balance both. Cooking at home is usually cheaper. Buying ingredients in bulk saves a lot over time. Eating out adds hidden costs, tips, delivery fees, taxes. Those small expenses add up quickly. After a long day, cooking can feel exhausting. Planning meals, shopping, cleaning dishes. Eating out is easy. Open an app, tap a few buttons, done. When you cook at home, you control everything. Ingredients, portion sizes, calories. Restaurants often prioritize flavor over nutrition, and that usually means more sugar, salt, and oil. This isn't really about food, it's about time. People aren't paying restaurants for meals. They're paying for convenience. Want to save money and eat healthier? Cook at home. Want to save time and enjoy convenience? Eat out. So be honest, which side are you on?